everybody, this is Cobbler Bob. I'm in Ravenna for the 10th Annual Octane Nights car show. Okay, let's go. And it all starts right here, and look, there's an Oldsmobile. So this is Main Street in Kent. I'm sorry, Ravenna, Ohio. They've got it blocked off here. I heard it's pretty big. And look at that Jaguar we got there. This is the very start of it. It starts, this is a Freedom Avenue Road, I forget, but anyway. And apparently it's pretty big. But it's kind of an odd, it's a Wednesday evening here, August 7th, 2024. And let's see what some of the kind of cars that we have here today are. Nice 67 Oldsmobile, I've seen that car before. And here's a very nice 86, I believe. Yes, 86 Olds 442. I love this burgundy color of these things. A lot of these things have been repainted. This one looks in great shape, but doesn't look like, maybe it was. Doesn't look like it's been repainted. It's gorgeous. I don't think very many of them had this to show your turn signals on. This is 87, sorry, 87 modular headlights. And look at the Chevelle 70, I think. 70 Chevelle, I think. It's certainly not, well, maybe it's not a 350. I don't know what size. I'm not a big expert on LS motors, but that's certainly an LS. See if the exhaust goes forward. Underneath. To this. Pretty awesome. And this is interesting. Here we got a G-Body Grand Prix, half vinyl top on it. Bucket seat interior. Looks like maybe reupholstered. There's an interesting part. Pontiac V8. Don't know what it is. Oh, it says 400 on the sticker. Maybe you get these with a 301, but certainly nothing performance oriented back in that day. So these are awesome because you could swap a bigger V8 into it and have something really cool like this, like the factory should have made. Very nice. No, I'm certainly no expert on Corvettes. I'd heard about the new Z06, and I heard about the new ZR1s coming out. Not familiar with the Z06. I can't tell you much about this. I'm not going to pretend to know, but I can tell you that looks cool. Don't recognize what we're looking at there. At first I thought it was supercharged, but I think not. Of course, you guys can tell me in the comments below what I'm really looking at here. I can look it up. So I've been walking this thing here for already a block, and look at this insanity. $1955 Thunderbird, and I know that because the sticker says so on the window. Beautiful. Pretty clueless as to anything else about them. And here we go. Just learned something today. This is a 66 Pontiac. He says it looks like bat wings. It goes up. I'm gonna have to find a 67. He said they're straight. 68, of course, becomes a different A-body style, similar to my car, but this thing's really nice. Look at those wheels. 17s. The 17s that are kind of made to look like the older, older rally wheels tend to be very well accepted. Whereas you get to like my territory with the 18s, it gets a little controversial. You get some flack, but it's a really beautiful car overall. Air conditioning, vintage air, I think. Don't know for sure. The owner said that he just got this car about a year ago. If you've seen any of my Hot Rod Power Tour footage, you know I'm a fan of the patina cars. Beautiful patina. I love it, man. I love the patina. Imagine people drove cars like this every day to work 30 years, 40 years ago. God, this thing's got to be a handful to drive. And here is a 68 Camaro LS swap, which is getting quite common, to be honest with you, but still cool in my books. All right, here's a 67.
Yeah, that's
Let's yeah. Show you the taillights, the difference that guy just taught me. See here, it's straight across. The top of the quarter panel still flares up, but that inset part is straight.
Yeah, because the other ones, they flare down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your car? Is that okay if I video it for YouTube?
No, I don't. Yeah, no.
Okay, awesome. You have a story behind the car? I love the rims, the 18-inch wheels.
I done had that car 40-some years.
You had this car 40 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, no kidding. It's amazing. When was it painted?
It was painted about 7 years ago.
7 years ago?
Yeah,
Wow.
I had it painted 7 years ago.
Beautiful. A little bit of de-chromed? A little bit?
Yeah, I de-chromed it. Yeah, I didn't care about
awesome.
the chrome. Yep.
What's under the hood?
400. Pontiac 400.
Okay. What have you done to it?
Everything. Rebuilt the motor.
Oh, I see a sniper. I see sniper.
Sniper system.
Now, I'm learning about this. I bought a Terminator. It's not running yet. But this has a regulator built into the...
Yeah.
Right there.
Built
Right.
in, yep.
Okay, so it regulates, and then... Is it deadhead or does it return?
No, it's returning, don't it? Yeah.
It has a return?
Yeah.
So is that the return line, the feed? I'm trying to figure out the system here.
That's a great system.
Where does the fuel feed come in?
It comes in through the back.
Through the back?
Yeah.
I see the vacuum line is a blue one. Is that the... So I think that's a feed line right there.
Yeah,
That's interesting. Yeah, the Sniper's very different from the Terminator. Is this a Gen 1 or 2 Sniper?
One.
One? Does it run okay? You have any problems?
I haven't had any problems.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems.
Very nice.
Still too.
I don't know, is it Eldorado or what is this? It's a Cadillac. Sedan DeVille? I can't tell. Wow. And here we have a goat.
And a real goat.
And we have a goat. That's hilarious. Goat for the goat.
Yeah, that's the real goat there.
Gorgeous. Just painted a couple years ago. Just talked to the owner.
From the first year.
And Ollie Sniper. So it's running the feed line up through there, up to that copper nickel hard line, and that braided line going back is the return. That's a beautiful car. Look at the bodywork, nice and straight, beautiful. And of course I got a video of the G-body. I have a soft spot in my heart for G-body cutlasses, being that I've had I think 4 or 5 of them. That's kind of unique. I wonder how they did that. Huh. Really wonder how they did that. It looks like a crocodile skin almost. That's kind of cool. And here we go. This is 68. First year for this body style, the A-body. This newer style. Headlights separated. Single grill 68. Bodywork looks pretty nice. Beautiful, beautiful car. White interior. I think if there was a stock motor, I believe it would have probably come with a 400 olds. Ooh. Oh, I've seen these wheels before. These things are awesome. So these are 17-inch wheels. I think these are, I think a year one makes these things. They're like the version of the rally wheel. My buddy Tim has these on his 87 442. Console automatic. Very cool car. And I'm no expert on the older G-bodies, but look at this. That's custom molded in. And this is what, like a 78, I'm gonna say, or 79? I should know, but no, 80. I'm guessing this is an 80 Buick Regal? 80 Regal, maybe? Looks like I rock wheels. Cowl induction hood. Chevy small block, electric fans. A few things caught my eye on this. No, I thought these things all had plastic fender wells, so that's very shiny. It might be plastic still. Yeah, it is. They just painted them. Didn't think you could do that. Very nice. Here we've got a, I'm not sure what year it is, 7980, something like that, Trans Am. Interesting thing here, turbo 4.9, that's a 301, Pontiac 301 with a turbo on it. Carbureted, I believe. These things are cool. Didn't used to like these back in the day, but this would be, I believe, a 73 or 74 Cutlass. That front end is just pretty cool. And go for the small block, that is a small block. That pad there behind the water pump would have a ridge on it on a big block. And then you can also tell big block, small block heads. 7 with an A. You see there, it's hard to say 7 with a small A. Those cylinder heads are from 1971 or 2. Those are good flowing heads. Pretty car. Just a cool body. Oh, look at the taillights on this thing. Cutlass Supreme. Late model Monte Carlo SS with a 3800 supercharged. Look at that. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we just have your ordinary run-of-the-mill Lotus here that you see every day on the road.
This isn't the Lotus you're looking for.
But, oops, sorry. You come to the back here and, oh my God. What happened here?
It received a LS6.
That's insane. And transmission?
It's out of a Boxster S, the 6-speed manual.
Porsche. And what did the adapter plate?
The adapter is from a company called Kennedy Engineering.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that existed before I built the car.
Wow.
So that made the the car possible.
Wow. I'm Bob, by the way, Bob. My YouTube channel is Cobbling in Cars, if you can remember that, or just remember Cobbler Bob.
Great. I'm Rand.
Rand. Wow. This thing...
Rand Wrenching on Instagram.
Oh, really? Rand Wrenching on Instagram. We can check that out. Weight is probably weight bias. Looks like the motor is ahead of the rear axle, right? So it's like 60-40?
Well, originally it was 60-40. It's better than that now. It's much
Wow.
closer to 50-50.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because the front wheels moved forward 9.5 inches to give me enough room to drive the car.
Wait a minute. Hold 1 second. You moved the front wheels forward.
Yeah, the rear wheels had to move back 3 inches to fit the center line of the new transaction. The front ones moved forward 9.5 inches.
So the chassis is stretched?
Chassis is stretched. 12.5 inches. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
You did a nice job.
So wait, the fenders are stretched?
No.
No.
The outside envelope stayed the same.
Got it.
I moved the wheels to the corner.
So the center would have been...
Yeah, this
arch
would have been about 4 inches. So there's 9.5 inches right here that wasn't there to start with.
Wow.
And then the fender flares, the skies, the stretch.
No kidding. Wow, that's amazing. Is it a fiberglass body from the factory?
It's a fiberglass body.
Now, how does this thing run?
Like every other 400 horsepower go-kart you've ever driven.
It's pretty insane. Is it hard to control in all seriousness?
No, not really.
Really?
No, I mean, it changes speeds quickly, but it's predictable.
Really? Okay. Gotcha.
That's all I did was I cut around the wheel well and slid the wheel well forward.
Wow.
Okay, you didn't cut the body.
No, the body, exterior of the body stayed the same. The wheels just moved to the corner.
And your Instagram one more time is? Instagram is?
Rand's Wrenching.
Rand's, R-A-N-D-S?
R-A-N-D-S.
Wrenching. Bob again, Cobbler Bob. Again, thank you so
Cobbler.
much for your time. I appreciate it. Yeah. This thing, I'm not even going to pretend to even have any guess what any part of this is. Ugh, my Lord. Okay, wow. Corvette, or at least it looks like a Corvette.
Oh, wow.
Dang. Blown alcohol, big block. Jeez Louise, nitrous. Tubbed. Full chassis.
It was somebody that did it.
Years ago, there was on a car used up there.
Yeah.
It had been passed. New tank was fiber and front side was cheap.
And check out this Chevelle. Tub with zoomies. Wow. Amazing. Finally reached the end of the show, the road here. And I haven't looked at anything over there. I haven't looked at anything over there. This thing is just massive. Awesome, awesome. There's really cool cars here. I mean, race cars, little kids' midget cars, a little bit of everything. I'm gonna show you a really cool car. I've seen this car before and talked to the owner. I've talked to the owner of this one. I'll flip the camera. I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking 67 Riviera, something like that, but look at the paint on that thing. It kind of has like a candy iridescent to it. Big wheels, big brakes, which I love. Great bodywork. Buick 400. And I know this guy, the owner, made the dash, put the gauges in there himself. It's hard to see it, but very cool car. And I'm pretty clueless when it comes to Fords. This is cool. This is really nice. And he started talking. I'm like, hold on, I need to video this. I'm Bob, by the way. My YouTube, Frank?
Rick.
Oh, Rick, sorry, Rick.
Fast Freddy.
Hi, Fast Freddy, okay. I recognize Eleanor, you know, right, because I watch movies, but what are we looking at here?
Unique Performance built these cars when the movie was popular.
Unique Performance?
Yes. Ellis Burks, baseball player, bought this car brand new. Only put 500 miles on it. We
Wow.
acquired it from him. It's got Carol's real autograph in it.
I saw this. Look, you guys got to see this. That's Carroll Shelby's autograph. That's amazing. And his name is in the wheels, right? Cast into the wheels there, right? Wow.
It's a full track car. It's got full race suspension on it.
Okay.
It's got the car number on the radiator when it was produced.
Wow.
Shelby's real VIN number. Shelby in the valve cover.
Wow.
Car number 27.
And this was built when?
This was 2003. This was titled. They would take a 67 or 8 fastback and completely redesign the whole car. Make it
So
brand new.
was this like an NOS parts car, or did they take an existing car?
They took an existing car. The only thing original to it is the roof skid and the floorboard.
No kidding.
Yeah, everything's brand new.
Huh.
Tremec 5-speed, air conditioning, power steering, all the good creature comforts.
So this is a 67 Mustang, essentially completely rebuilt in 03.
Yep.
Interesting. I'd never heard of this. Yeah, like I'm kind of clueless with Fords, but this is cool.
Very rare to find real Shelby VIN with.
Yeah.
A lot of knockoffs out there.
Right. This is really cool. Is the body steel or fiberglass or
A lot
combo?
of fiberglass. It's a combination.
Wow, very cool. I'm not sure I'll be able to use this video because of the copyright on that song, but I may have to record over it. But Fast Freddy, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. My channel is Cobbler Bob, if you can remember that.
Check it out.
You like trucks? You like old trucks that are fuel injected? You like Chevy? Would you like the Ford Camp? You like Yenko Chevelles? What's better than one Yenko Chevelle, but two Yenko Chevelles? I assume, well, I guess I shouldn't assume anything. I assume this one is definitely a tribute car because of the big 20-inch or so wheels, but I'm not sure about this one. Actually, this one is also a tribute. It says so on the paper in the window there, but still very cool. Two very cool cars. Gorgeous. And even check out the interior detail on this one. I've heard of the Yenko. These are specialty cars that had, I think, aluminum 427s put in them from the factory. The more I look at this car, the more impressed I get. Not just because of the wheels, but look at the offset of the wheels. There's a ton of back spacing on those, which probably means the suspension has been replaced. So LS3, but look at the frame. I mean, even when you see like the electrical connections down there, I think this is an entire new frame under it. I'm guessing. My younger years, I might crawl down on the ground to see, but very impressive. A lot of work and money in this car. This is nuts, guys. It's beautiful. I like big wheels on big cars, but look at all these cars here in this funeral home parking lot. You go next door to Pizza Hut, and well, big truck. Pizza Hut parking lot is full of cars over here too. See Camaros and Firebirds and Ford, maybe Galaxies, don't know, and Chevrolet Caprice or Impala SS. This looks like about a 68, I'm thinking. Wow. I'm probably wrong on that. No, it's 67 earlier with a big block. Wow. Here's another really cool car. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a 66 or 67 Chevelle Super Sport. I'm sure you guys got 67 Chevelle. Look at the wheels on this thing. Outstanding. Modern EFI engine. Really nice. And this is pretty cool here. This is a 68 Mercury Cyclone. I'm Bob. You can call me my YouTube channel is Cobbler Bob, and you are?
Chuck Edwards.
Chuck. And I see some signatures on the, at first I'm like, what am I looking at? So this is not Cale Yarborough's car, but this is a tribute of his actual race car,
and
right?
he just passed away recently.
Did he? Yeah, I remember watching him when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Whose signatures are these?
Yeah, Leonard Wood, Senior, Leonard Wood Jr.
And he is, it says HOF, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Did you explain who he is?
Yeah, well, it's father and son.
Okay.
So Leonard was the tire changer in 1949. So the Wood brothers are the first team in NASCAR. They would race the beach in Daytona. And they would actually race the beach and then circle back to A1A and then make a big track out of it. And they mostly raced really crazy big cars back then.
Could you repeat who lettered this car, who did all the graphics?
Yeah, Buzz McCann, the curator.
Is that him
of
there?
The NASCAR Hall of Fame. He lettered the original one.
That's his autograph.
Yeah,
there, right?
that's his autograph.
So he lettered the original car and then did this one
and
like
did
that.
This one, yeah.
That's crazy.
Just before he retired. And I believe he retired as the curator of the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Let me get a little bit of a walk around of this thing. And you said, what's the horsepower?
God, it's estimated a little over 600.
Which you said is actually way more than the original
Yeah,
race
the
car,
original
right?
was 4 to 4.25. A lot of the cars were 375, 375 horse.
And you said it's a 427,
It's
right?
a 427.
Shot of it.
And the history on that is that's the motor that beat Ferrari in '68.
Oh, really?
That's the 427 side oiler. And that's what Shelby was stuffing in those little Cobras just to beat Ferrari. Because Ferrari sold the company to Fiat instead of Ford. So Ford was doing everything they could to beat Ferrari.
Yeah,
And that 427 side oiler was the motor to beat them.
Very nice. Really cool car here, really cool car. Love these wagons, that thing looks smooth. They, I think like de-chromed the front grille. This is a Buick Roadmaster. I don't know what this is, but it's cool. I think the flat color on this just works. 55, 56 Ford wagon, I'm guessing, with Ford motor. Back in the day, they did this with the straight front axles, as you see there, and hiked them up in the air for drag racing, for weight transfer. That was the way to do it back then. Now, this is kind of neat. It's, I'm not sure how to say this. It's kind of understated in an overstated kind of way, I guess. That even made sense. Fuel injection. Willwood. 18s. Wow, look at the back tires. Looks like 20s in the back, maybe. What size are these tires? Can't tell. I think we just found Leroy's older brother here. Here's some thoughts running through my mind. There's not as many EFI, whether it's LS or retrofit EFI systems on, V8s with overdrive as I was thinking there were. And I believe part of the reason my impression is skewed is the Hot Rod Power Tour. The Hot Rod Power Tour is going to filter out people that don't have overdrive, because it's like we put 1,400 miles on Brent's Grand National, in those 5-6 days. So this is more of a local show. So some of that stuff is not as common as you think it is. It's easy to, there's a saying, I don't know who said it, but comparison is the thief of joy. And sometimes you can compare yourself, with other hot rodders and what you don't have. And it's easy to, kind of feel bad about yourself. But it's interesting to see something a more local show here, where you get a better representation, I think, at a local show like this of what real people really drive versus comparing yourself to the top 2 or 3% of hot rodders, so I like that aspect. I guess seeing this really makes me appreciate having a 4L80, hopefully soon to be big block olds with a Terminator EFI, that setup, Chevy 12 bolts, and really makes me realize how blessed I am to be able to build something like that. All right, guys, so this show is a wrap. It is about 8 o'clock. Still tons of people out there. I'm just beat. Been here since about, I'm not sure what, I think out here at 5 o'clock, something like that, 4:30. This thing started at 3. It's weird. They say it's on a Wednesday every year. And again, this is called Octane Nights. It's in Ravenna, Ohio. And this year it was on August 7th. So this is a 10th annual. I don't know, some people said there's 1,000 cars. I don't know, but there's a lot. So check it out, put it on your calendar if you're in the area for next year. And I'm Robert Powers, also known as Cobbler Bob. Thank you guys. Feel free to check out some of my other stuff, whether it's cobbling or the cars you like. God bless you guys.